Dan Wooton, you are fired. My family, Dan Wooton, the sad little man, has been fired by the Daily Mail. Wow, wow, yes. Dan Wooton has been fired by the Daily Mail. Yes. My family, I mean, of all people in the entire world, no one deserves to be fired more than Dan Wooton. The sad little man. Someone who abuses Meghan Markle in the manner and way Dan Wooton does. This guy has been fired by the Daily Mail. I mean, my family, Daily Mail, as you all know, is a tabloid that is on the opposite side of the moral spectrum. And my family, for them to fire someone like Dan Wooton, this is huge. This is so huge. My family, normally, I would not celebrate that someone has lost his job. Normally, my family, but this is not just anybody. It is Dan Wooton. This person that clearly has been racist towards Meghan Markle. This person on GB propaganda every single day. He bullies, attacks, and abuses Meghan Markle. So please, let me just enjoy this moment. Let me just enjoy this moment because today is a good day. You know? Best Thursday ever. Best Thursday ever. Dan Wooton is fired. Fired by the Daily Mail. You know, do you know how bad you really have to be fired by Daily Mail? Because my family, they have low standards there. Very low standards. And the guy got fired by the Daily Mail. Yes. My family, those who have gone after Meghan, those who have smeared Meghan's name, are all falling. One by one. They're all going down. This is karma. Karma for all the pain that they have caused to Meghan Markle, that Dan Wooton has caused to Meghan Markle. It is karma. It is karma. It is justice. It is justice, my family. You know, it means that one more person who has been bullying and abusing Meghan Markle, my family, has gone down. And today is a day to celebrate, my family. Today is a day to celebrate and just enjoy this day. My family, as spokesperson for Daily Mail Group Media, the parent company of Mail Online, said this, and I quote, "Following events this week, DMG Media can confirm that Dan Wooton's freelance column with Mail Online, which had already been paused, has now been terminated along with his contract." My family, I'm extra happy today. This is one of the best days of my life. My family, I mean, we have been all wondering, like, why are these individuals who abuse Meghan Markle, why are they allowed to get away with it? When will karma come their way? When? My family, and today, karma has come for Dan Wooton. Karma has come for Dan Wooton, someone who bullies and abuses Meghan Markle. Best day ever. What an amazing Thursday today is. What an amazing Thursday, my family. I mean, my family, first of all, here is what happened. Here is what happened, because just yesterday, GB News, a hate channel that also abuses Meghan Markle, that Dan Wooton is a presenter for. Dan Wooton, had this kind of, interview with a guy called LAURENCE Fox. My family, LAURENCE Fox is a well-known, person who is known to be racist and very much, bigoted, really. That's what he's known for, my family. He's known for his, negative views towards, the LGBT community. And yesterday, they had this interview, this, segment on TV, whereby, basically, LAURENCE Fox, he said some comments which were full of misogyny towards a political journalist called Ava Evans, my family. And one of his comments, if you'll allow me to say, my family, is that he said that, and I quote, who would want to, SHAG that? I'm sorry that, I can't say some words that he said, because I feel like they are very, very, offensive and full of misogyny. And yesterday, he had that segment. And my family, he said so much offensive things about a political journalist called Ava Evans. And Dan Wooton was just laughing as all that stuff was said. He was just laughing and enjoying himself. And right after that, there was so much, backlash. So much, backlash towards Dan Wooton and also LAURENCE Fox, my family, based on what they said. Their words so full of misogyny towards that political journalist called, Ava Evans. They said really, really offensive, things. I can't even basically show you, make you hear what was said, because I find the words very, very offensive, really, on what they said on TV, on live TV. But my family, there they are, my family. Dan Wooton, also, that guy, LAURENCE Fox, they said words full of misogyny towards a political journalist called Ava Evans. And after what they said, it triggered so much backlash that GB News had to come out, and even suspend LAURENCE Fox for what, he said about Ava Evans, my family. He said some deeply offensive words about Ava Evans that has gotten my family so much backlash. Even Ava said that I feel physically sick in response to what, LAURENCE Fox said. And Dan Wooton's laughs. And my family, after he said what, he said, after LAURENCE Fox said those deeply offensive things, really, my family, Dan Wooton issued a statement saying that, I'm sorry about what was said by LAURENCE Fox. And my family, LAURENCE Fox responded to Dan Wooton. I want to read you, first of all, what Dan Wooton said, his exact words, as he was trying to give a non-apology to Ava for what LAURENCE Fox said. And Dan Wooton, on his account on Twitter, here is what Dan Wooton said, in what he said was an apology, really, to Ava Evans. Dan Wooton said these words, and I quote, my family, I want to quote you what Dan Wooton said. He said this, my family, and I quote, I want to reiterate my regret over last night's exchange with Lawrence on GB News. Having looked at the footage, I can see how inappropriate my reaction to his totally unacceptable remarks appears to be. And want to be clear that I was in no way amused by the comments. I reacted as I did out of shock and surprise in an off-guard moment while working out how to respond as he continued to speak by searching for tweets that Ava Evans had sent earlier in the day, while having them read out in my ear at the same time. However, I should have intervened immediately to challenge offensive and misogynistic remarks. I apologize unreservedly for what was a very unfortunate lapse in judgment on my part under the intense pressure of a bizarre exchange. I know that I should have done better. I'm devastated that I let down the team and our supportive GB News family. We seek to tackle the issue and not the person, which I intend to just again on air tonight. And my family, after Dan Wooton did what he did, Laurence Fox was unhappy that Dan Wooton was trying to throw him under the bus. And here is what Laurence Fox did. He posted a series of messages, private messages between him and Dan Wooton, clearly showing that he and Dan Wooton were having a blast, a laugh about what just happened. Here's what Laurence Fox tested. Laurence Fox, sent on X, formerly called Twitter, my family. Honesty is the best policy. Here are some of the interactions between Dan and Laurence Fox. Here's what was said between them both. Making you giggle is my weekly joy. You can imagine them, freaking out in the gallery. So much fun. That is what they said. Clearly, Dan Wooton was happy about what was being said. And he and Laurence Fox in private messages were happy about their misogynistic remarks. And after Laurence Fox, posted those text messages, GB News suspended Dan Wooton. And now, Daily Fail has fired Dan Wooton. My family, the reason I'm happy about the Daily Fail's move is because it is a very, very huge deal. A huge move, my family. I mean, Daily Mail is more like the master tabloid in Britain. Let me just call them that. It's the master tabloid in Britain, my family. It's like every other tabloid follows their lead. The lead of the Daily Mail. For example, my family, Daily Mail, it creates a story. And other tabloids pick up on the story created by Daily Mail. You can say that Daily Mail is the one that sets the agenda of what is to be discussed. Even when it comes even to Harry and Meghan. As all of you can see really, Daily Mail is the one that creates a story about Harry and Meghan, and then other tabloids pick up on the story created by Daily Mail targeting Harry and Meghan. And they attack Harry and Meghan based on what Daily Mail has said, based on what is written by, Daily Mail about Harry and Meghan. That's what normally happens. And that's why I call Daily Mail the master tabloid. The tabloid that is in charge in Britain. Both Daily Mail and the Sun tabloid owned by Rupert Murdoch. Both those tabloids, are the ones who really have so much power in Britain. When they say jump, you say how high. And now, Daily Mail has fired Dan Wooton. It's a big deal. It's a big deal when Daily Mail fires someone like Dan Wooton. Because when they do such a thing, others normally follow. Others follow what, has been done by Daily Mail. That is what, normally happens, That's why I call Daily Mail the master tabloid. The tabloid that has, sets the agenda, really, in Britain. Even King Charles himself, he hired the deputy editor of Daily Mail to work for him. And why is that? Why is that? Because he knows the power that Daily Mail has. And that's why this is such a big deal. This is a big deal. Dan Wooton is not suspended by Daily Mail. He is fired. His contract has been terminated by the Daily Mail. This is a big deal. A big deal. My family, a big deal. A big deal. Big deal, my family. I can't even overemphasize this. It's a big deal. What has just happened to Dan Wooton, Because my family, if Daily Mail has fired you, who else can take you, really? Who else should even take you? You'll have to look for another tabloid that is also even worse than Daily Mail. And I can only think of the Sun tabloid owned by Rupert Murdoch. They're the ones who perhaps can take back Dan Wooton. My family, that's what I can basically think of. But will they? Will they? Dan Wooton also knows much dirt about the Sun tabloid, so maybe he can land there. But my family, with this news, I'm extremely happy. I'm extremely happy about what has just happened to Dan Wooton. I'm very happy. But also, at the same time, we also learn something here. We learn something here that I must say also doesn't really make me happy. My family, when a white woman like Miss Evans has been targeted with misogynistic remarks, that is the only time that we can all see that action has been taken. We are seeing action being taken when a white woman has been targeted by Dan Wooton and Laurence Fox. But yet, every single day, we see that Meghan Markle is targeted. At GB News, not a day goes by that they don't say something abusive about Meghan Markle. Not a day goes by. At GB Propaganda, that they don't say something abusive about Meghan Markle. Not a day goes by. At GB News, that they don't say something abusive about Meghan Markle. Look at even, what happened in Good Morning Britain. When they had Thomas Markle coming there to once again attack Meghan Markle, he made comments full of misogyny towards Meghan Markle. Saying that, Meghan is controlling Miss Harry. Meghan has so much influence on Harry more than, Harry has on her. Those are comments full of misogyny. Misogyny that clearly, that agenda, that entire narrative was created by UK tabloids and is being pushed also by Thomas Markle. But yet, do you see backlash? Do you see backlash or people condemning Thomas Markle's, misogynistic remarks really, targeting Meghan? Do you see any backlash when Meghan is the one who's targeted? You see that from us, but not from those who right now have come out to condemn the attacks towards Miss Ava Evans. Also, a political journalist. Also something else I can learn here is that if you are a journalist, a reporter, then my family, clearly, you are not supposed to be targeted by the media. That to me is very, very clear, really. It's like there are some ground rules that they are not supposed to go after their own with misogynistic remarks, like what Laurence Fox and Dan Wooton did. And Fox has refused to apologize and appeared to imply that GB News was aware of what he was roughly going to say in advance. They knew what he was going to say. So whenever they create monologues attacking and abusing Meghan, they do that on purpose. They know what they're doing. My family. And it's so bad, really, that for me, I feel sad, really. I feel sad that when it's misogyny towards Meghan Markle, you don't see this level of backlash. But when it's misogyny towards, Miss Evans, that's when you see backlash. Don't get me wrong, my family. Don't get me wrong. What Laurence Fox and Dan Wooton said about Miss Evans was full of misogyny. It was wrong what they did. But my family, it's also wrong what they do to Meghan Markle. It's also wrong all those misogynistic remarks they make about Meghan Markle. It's also wrong. It's also wrong. And I want to see the same anger, the same outrage, from people whenever GB News does, a monologue that is attacking, abusive towards Meghan Markle. A segment that is full of misogyny towards Meghan Markle. And my family, you will never ever miss that. Never. Never. Because it happens regularly. Time and time again. I want to see the outrage when Meghan is also subjected to misogyny by the media. My family, in the Harry&Meghan documentary, Prince Harry tells us that he saw some kind of cartoon, my family, on a newspaper, my family, whereby the tabloids were implying that, Meghan, is controlling Prince Harry. Whereby, Meghan is holding like a leash, my family, controlling Prince Harry. And my family, Harry said this about that it's so full of misogyny, really, to blame the woman for the actions of a man. Harry then told us, Meghan never ever asked to leave. I'm the one who saw what was happening and said, we are leaving. Harry said that. But yet, when Harry and Meghan were fleeing the UK, the tabloids, created a misogynistic term to refer to Harry and Meghan fleeing Britain, and they blamed it all on Meghan. On Meghan. So my family, knowing that in your mind, why is it okay? Why are people quiet when it's misogyny directed towards Meghan Markle? Why? 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 We should all condemn misogyny, hate. Whenever we see it, we should all condemn it, my family. We should. And we should call out those who are full of hate inside of their hearts. And my family, which is really most of those who write columns for different UK tabloids. They create outrage, my family, and monetize that outrage. Because, my family, if you can keep someone angry, you keep someone focused on what you're doing, on what you are saying. You get engagement if you can keep people angry. That is what the outrage industry is about, my family. That's how UK tabloids normally operate, my family. So my family, for me, I feel sad really. Whenever, because every week really, you won't go a week without seeing misogyny directed towards Meghan Markle. You won't even go a week without seeing that. You won't. My family. And you don't see the level of outrage that we are seeing right now. And that is what makes me sad. That is what makes me sad, my family. That is what makes me sad. And my family, it goes to show that Meghan has been so dehumanized by the UK tabloid press, such that whenever you see misogyny on TV directed towards Meghan Markle, somehow they view it as normal. Therefore, no outrage. But then when it happens to a white woman like Ava Evans, you see outrage, my family. You see anger. You see anger. My family. Prince Harry told us about this smear campaign against Meghan Markle. He said, if you can't see why the UK media, are covering Meghan in one way and Kate in another, my family, whereby somehow it's okay for Kate to eat an avocado, but a problem for Meghan to eat an avocado. If you can't see what's happening, why they're covering, Meghan in this way and Kate in that way, then I can't help you. I can't help you. My family. And he also said, my family, that racism is not restricted to just calling someone the N-word. It is not. Go and watch the Harry and Meghan docu-series. Harry said that. Racism is not restricted to calling someone the N-word. It's how you treat, a white woman compared to a black woman, whereby there's outrage when misogyny is directed towards Ava, but no outrage when misogyny is directed towards Meghan Markle. You don't see outrage. My family, I'm not happy about that. That makes me angry, makes me pissed off, really. And my family, to Miss Evans, I'm sorry about what you endured. What you endured was what they said was so bad and awful. It was full of misogyny. It was full of misogyny. And I'm happy about the outcome, really, about Dan Wooton being fired by Daily Mail. I'm happy. I'm elated, as you've seen. I'm happy. So, first of all, I'm happy about what has happened to Dan Wooton. But I also want, whenever people see misogyny directed towards Meghan, I also want people to be upset, to condemn it, to call it out, just as they've done for Ava Evans, a political journalist. I also want the same thing, my family. Miss Evans has said that she felt that she had been put into the middle of a furor that she did not ask to be involved in. And after the incident, she said she was really hurt by Lawrence Fox's comments, which were about her body rather than her work. And my family, it's also bad what Lawrence Fox said, my family. It was so bad, really, my family. I can't bring myself to say what he said, my family, but it was so bad. It was so bad. And my family, to protect our community, I want to speak about what he said. And my family, it's high time that we all condemn misogyny towards women. Not just, one woman, all women condemn misogyny towards women. Call it out. Because we keep seeing it so much, especially from the UK media landscape. Something is wrong in the UK. Something is very, very wrong and rotten about the media in the UK. And something has got to be done about that. For now, let me just enjoy and celebrate. Dan Wooton is fired. Best Thursday ever. And my family, everyone was going after Meghan Markle. They will all fall like dominoes. Just like what's happening to Dan Wooton. Harry was right when he called him a sad little man. And my family, those who have used Dan Wooton's words or comments or opinions about Meghan Markle to form an opinion about Meghan Markle, look now. Look at the guy. As I've always said, the people who attack and abuse Meghan Markle, they have no morals. They have no scruples or morals. And yet they're the ones who are saying, it's Meghan. She's the one who's bad. No, my family. Meghan has never been bad. Meghan has always been a good, kind person. That's what she's always been. And despite all the attacks towards her, that has never changed. The woman, the kind-hearted woman, Meghan has always been. And Meghan shall always be loved globally, forever and ever and ever. She's a good person. And the smear campaign will always fail. Will always fail. Hate accounts who followed word by word and spread Dan Wooton's, comments about Meghan Markle, his attacks on Meghan Markle. Look now what's happened to him. He has fallen. He's fired by all tabloids in the world. Daily Mail that has no morals has fired Dan Wooton. You know how bad you have to be fired by Daily Mail. Do you know? Do you really know, my family? I mean, the standards of morality in Daily Mail are non-existent, really, my family. They're non-existent, really. And even they have fired Dan Wooton. My family, those who attack and abuse Meghan Markle are not good people. And those who are bad are telling you that Meghan is the one who's bad. No, she's not. Meghan is a good, kind person, an amazing human being, a good mother to her kids, and clearly also a good wife to Prince Harry. My family, you tell me, after what she has gone through, my family, despite what she has endured, she has stuck by her husband's side, supporting Harry, cheering for him. My family, that's a good wife. And a good wife comes from the Lord. And no wonder Harry and Meghan keep on being blessed. When the enemies want them to fall, it's not Harry and Meghan who are falling, it's their enemies. They're the ones who are falling. And they'll continue to fall, while Harry and Meghan continue to rise. Make no mistake about that. Stay tuned to our next video. Love you all, always and forever. And may God bless each and every single one of you. My family. I also love how Laurence Fox turned on Dan Wooton and Dan Wooton turned on Laurence Fox. There's no honor among thieves. That's an important saying. There's no honor among thieves. My family. And my family, I'm happy the guy has been fired by Daily Mail. And that is what's going to happen to those who go after Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Harry and Meghan are protected by God, and their union is ordained by God. What God has put together, let no man or woman ever try and separate. Stay tuned to our next video. Love you always and forever. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel, I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Zesco Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.